Hey all you sketchy people, welcome back to my channel. Jack here, and in today's video we're going to do a little recap of some recent sketchy people sketches. My sketchbook here is getting pretty filled, so time to do a little recap of who I've seen recently, and maybe it was you. Let's get sketchy. And as I've said, most of my sketches start with the eyes, because the eyes dictate the size. And these two had some pretty awesome fashion here in Southeast Portland with some really long cloaks waiting for the bus. Some very fun fashion from Southeast Portland. And walking along Lombard, you know, at first glance, a lot of these sketches, these people that I see, you might not even think twice about, but you don't see someone walking around with a Finding Nemo balloon very often. And I've got some new merch. I've got this dog and goggles, doggles if you will. The sticker is available in my store, link below, and you can score this doggles sticker or many other sketchy people merch items that I've got available. I've even got some of my other cartooning projects in my shop as well, so get on over to the shop and peruse and find something you just gotta have. Get this doggles sticker while it lasts. Bark. And I just love people in costumes. It's just so much fun. Love a good pig costume. I don't think I've ever drawn a pig costume before. This 4 lines vertical, 4 lines horizontal ground texture, I'm kind of digging more and more. I think that I might make that a normal pattern in my sketchy people sketches. I like the way it looks. And this gentleman here I saw sitting out front of the old Paris Theater downtown by Voodoo Donuts, and I hope the Paris comes back. I think it will someday. I miss that venue. I used to play a lot of gigs there, and I even found an old video of one of my bands playing a gig there. So here's a little Bastard Saints for you at the Paris Theater. Some good times there at the Paris Theater. This is my old band, Bastard Saints, and I did a full video of a gig we did at the Roseland Theater, so you can check that out as a tribute to the late, great Fernando. With the Paris Theater, I hope it comes back. It's a very fun venue. So as you know, I just draw everything in pen only. I just jump right in. Sometimes I don't get it on the first take, especially with cars. Cars are very tough to draw. Anything mechanical on the first try is sometimes difficult for me to get through. But I got this one down. I loved the windshield frame, totally bedazzled. Great style. And on Northwest 23rd, I saw this very unusual scene. It was like an X-Files episode, very fun. Alien Stuffy being walked around in a stroller, and then they got onto the streetcar there. And it's just moments like this that I really love this Sketchy People project, because you just never know what you're going to see. And this one will take a while. Focus. Focus. Hocus Pocus by Focus. There we go. This is a pretty simple scene that I saw. I just don't see this type of hat worn very often, like this old, kind of like old, I don't know what you'd call this hat, like bicentennial hat, like this old, whatever, sketchy. I don't see it often, so there you go. A break in today's action for summer shows that are coming up. Saturday, July 12th, I'll be at the Mississippi Street Fair. Sunday, July 13th, I'll be at the Diamond for the Portland Pickles, doing some live sketches where you could become a Sketchy People sketch. Saturday, August 2nd, I'll be at the St. John's Art Walk. Sunday, August 24th, join me at the Tomorrow Theater for a special sketch session before we watch my favorite movie of all time, This is Spinal Tap. And September 5th through the 7th, I'm back at the Rose City Comic Con in Artist Alley. Now, back to the sketches. So the eyes go first, of course, and sometimes I have to draw the hand before a lot of other elements depending on the layering of objects with the sketch. Because I only draw in pen only, I have to plan ahead of the things I'll sketch, in the foreground, middle ground, and background sometimes. And when somebody's twirling something, I got to think ahead. And like I was talking about with like cars or bikes, that takes a lot of mental processing to just draw things at the first take and get it right. So some spin, spin, spin. And then a little dig, dig, dig. This dude was going real hard at the nose goblins here on the road. Yeah, we've all been there. So this one was a lot of fun. I actually saw this on TikTok. Somebody posted this, and it was just too fun not to get a sketch of. So a rollerblading panda, you just gotta have the fun on this one. So this was a really great sketch to draw, and I'm glad people are out there bringing joy and having some fun in the world out there. And there's that pattern I was talking about: horizontal lines, vertical lines. I like the texture of it. Well, it's Wednesday on the day I'm recording this, and this is a paper day with comics, so join me as we walk to pick up a new Willamette week with some comics printed. And I'll just take it at real time here and just waiting for the crosswalk to change. And luckily there's a little bit of a break in the heat. It was really hot this past weekend, and now that we're kind of back into more tolerable, favorable temperatures, it's really nice out right now. And this St. John's McMinimans here, we get to every now and again. It's got a nice patio. It's great to bring JoJo, and their movie theater is pretty cool. We saw Dune there last summer, and I like the theater, and it's a fun spot to go to sometimes. But let's keep on walking and taking a look around. Fixin' 2. Got some live music at this bar here in St. John's, and every paper day that the comics are in print, I'm very excited and thankful and grateful for Sketchy People to be in print, and I always get a little giddy, a little excited the day that this comes out. So happy to share a little walk to one of the blue boxes to pick up a Willamette week and kind of show you a simple stroll in my neighborhood. St. John's is a really cool neighborhood in Portland. It just feels slower, a little older than the rest of the other Portland neighborhoods. I've lived in 4 different, quadrants in Portland over the years, and I would say this area just feels a little different than the others. I like them all for their own reasons, but St. John's has really got a different flow to it, and for us with our life right now, it matches perfectly. And here we are, free. Take one. Well, okay, if you say so. Let's check out some comics, shall we? And that St. John's McMinimans I was just talking about, well, here's a scene from that patio. And sometimes my favorite Sketchy People sketches are the overheard quotes. You know, if you just get a little bit of dialogue, sometimes it's all you need to make you chuckle and make a memory. And a sketch. Thank you for joining me today. You know, I think sketchbooks are probably the most important tool for my artwork. They capture my stream of consciousness down to a page. I can jot down ideas and just random moments, practice sketches whenever the moment strikes because they're portable. And when I got back into doing traditional artwork with Sketchy People almost 10 years ago, it felt really great to do traditional media that I could take with me wherever I go. You know, when I was a kid, I never liked toys that were operated by batteries because batteries run out, and I felt every time I played with the toy, I was slowly killing this toy if it operated with batteries. I like things that don't take batteries, that are infinite with their energy, and that's why I like sketchbooks so much. So I highly suggest, if you're not keeping a sketchbook, do so. They are very, very valuable for artistic growth and artistic organization, as well as journals. I even have just a little one-line-a-day journal that I write in every day, and journaling and sketchbooks are really such a powerful tool for my artistic growth and personal well-being. And if you're not doing sketchbooks or journals, I highly suggest you start it today. If I haven't drawn you yet, stay your true, lovely, sketchy self, because you could be next. See ya.
Dear Journal, it's me, Doug. You know...